The Value of Sharing, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. Once upon a time, in a small preschool, there were two girls named Sarah and Emma. Sarah loved building towers with blocks and always kept her favorite ones to herself. Emma enjoyed playing with her toy animals and usually set up her own little zoo in the corner of the room. Even though they were in the same class, they didn't really play together because neither of them liked sharing their toys. One day during playtime, Sarah's favorite block tower collapsed, and she couldn't figure out how to rebuild it the way she liked. Meanwhile, Emma's favorite toy, a little lion, had lost his tail, and she didn't know how to fix it. Both of them felt frustrated and sat quietly, unsure of what to do. Their teacher, Miss Lopez, noticed that Sarah and Emma were struggling and came over with a smile.
Hey girls! Playing alone is okay sometimes, but sharing and playing together can be even more fun.
Sarah and Emma looked at each other, unsure about sharing, but Miss Lopez had an idea.
Why don't you try playing together? Maybe you can help each other out.
At first, Sarah was hesitant, but she offered to help Emma fix her lion's tail using some tape. In return, Emma showed Sarah how to make her block tower even taller and more stable. As they worked together, they found that they enjoyed each other's company. They laughed and cheered when they fixed the lion and rebuilt the tower. From that day on, Sarah and Emma became great friends. They realized that sharing their toys didn't just help solve their problems, it made playing much more fun. They learned that sometimes the best part of having toys is enjoying them with others. Eddie the Eel and Finn the Fish, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. In the deep blue ocean, there lived two best friends, Eddie the Eel and Finn the Fish. Eddie was long and wiggly, with shiny green scales, while Finn was small, fast, and covered in bright orange and blue stripes. One day, Eddie and Finn decided to have a race to see who was the fastest in the ocean. Finn was excited because he loved to dart around quickly, but Eddie was confident because he could slither smoothly through any obstacle. "Ready, set, go!" they both shouted. Finn zoomed ahead, dodging seaweed and coral with ease. Eddie followed close behind, wiggling his way through narrow cracks in the rocks. They were both having so much fun, and the race was neck and neck. Suddenly, dark clouds rolled in, and the ocean waters began to swirl. A strong current pushed Eddie and Finn in different directions. They tried to swim against it, but the waves were too strong. "Finn!" Eddie called out, trying to spot his friend in the choppy water. Eddie found Finn stuck in a pile of seaweed. Eddie used his wiggly body to untangle Finn, and together they used Finn's speed and Eddie's slithering skills to escape the stormy waters. "We did it!" Finn cheered, giving Eddie a fin bump. After escaping the storm, Eddie and Finn decided to finish their race, but they realized something important. Winning wasn't as fun as working together. From then on, they used their unique skills to help each other, knowing they made the best team in the ocean. Eddie and Finn continued to explore the ocean, solving problems and having fun together, whether it was racing or helping others. They knew that being friends made every adventure even better. Coco and Dash's Great Adventure, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. Once upon a time, there were two best friends named Coco the cat and Dash the dog. Coco was a cheerful cat who loved to climb trees, and Dash was a daring dog who loved to dig in the dirt. One sunny day, Coco and Dash decided to go on an adventure. Coco climbed to the top of a big, tall tree. "Look at me," Coco called from above. "I can see everything." Dash down below wagged his tail and said, "I want to dig the biggest hole ever." So Dash dug and dug, and soon he found a shiny rock. "Look what I found, Coco," said Dash, showing off his discovery. Coco and Dash laughed and played all day, climbing and digging, finding fun treasures, and making happy memories together. They learned that being best friends meant sharing adventures, no matter if you're high in the sky or down on the ground. And from that day on, Coco and Dash knew that they could have fun anywhere as long as they were together. The Tale of Timmy and the Missing Homework, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town, there lived a boy named Timmy. Timmy was a fun-loving kid who adored playing outside with his friends, watching cartoons and eating pizza. But when it came to school, Timmy wasn't very responsible. He often forgot to do his homework, lost his school supplies, and was late for class more times than he could count. One sunny Monday morning, Timmy woke up and realized he had forgotten to do his homework again. "Oh no," he said, grabbing his backpack. "Maybe I can finish it during lunch." Timmy raced to school, but when he got to class, his teacher, Miss Bright, asked everyone to hand in their homework. Timmy's heart sank. I forgot to do mine," he mumbled. Miss Bright smiled kindly, but said, "Timmy, being responsible means doing your work on time. Homework helps you learn, and when you forget, you miss out on learning important things." Timmy felt bad, but quickly shrugged it off. "I'll do better next time," he thought. But then at recess, Timmy realized something else. He had lost his favorite blue pencil. It wasn't in his backpack or his cubby. "Where did I put it?" Timmy wondered. He spent the whole recess searching, but the pencil was nowhere to be found. His friend Mia saw him looking worried and asked, "What's wrong, Timmy?" "I lost my favorite blue pencil, and I forgot my homework this morning. I just can't seem to keep track of anything," Timmy said, feeling frustrated. Mia nodded thoughtfully. "I used to lose things all the time too, but then I started being more responsible. I write down my homework in a planner, and I make sure everything goes back into my bag right after I use it. Maybe you could try that." Timmy liked the idea, so that night he made a plan. He packed his backpack before bed, wrote down all his assignments in a notebook, and even set an alarm to wake up on time. The next day, Timmy felt more prepared. He handed in his homework on time, and during art class, he realized something amazing. He found his favorite blue pencil under a pile of paper. He smiled, realizing that being responsible was starting to pay off. As the weeks went by, Timmy's grades improved, and he was always ready for class. He still had time to play and have fun, but now he knew how to balance his schoolwork too. One day, Miss Bright said to the whole class, "Being responsible isn't just about school. It's about taking care of everything you do, whether it's at home, with your friends, or even cleaning up after yourself." From that day forward, Timmy made sure to be responsible everywhere he went, whether it was in class, at home, or on the playground. He knew that taking care of his things and doing his best made life much easier and more fun. And Timmy, the boy who once lost everything and forgot his homework, became known as the most responsible kid in the school. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! The Day My First Tooth Fell Out, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Mia who loved to play, laugh, and smile. One morning, Mia felt something a little funny. When Mia wiggled her tooth, it moved just a tiny bit. "Mom, Dad!" Mia shouted with excitement. "My tooth is wiggly!" Mom and Dad smiled. "That's so exciting," they said. "Your first baby tooth is getting ready to fall out." Mia couldn't stop wiggling that tooth. During breakfast, Mia wiggled it. When it was time for playtime, Mia wiggled it. Even during story time, Mia wiggled it gently. One day when Mia bit into a crunchy apple, pop! Out came the tooth. Mom and Dad clapped their hands. You did it! Your first tooth fell out, they cheered. They showed Mia where to put the tooth, right under the pillow, ready for a special visitor. The Tooth Fairy. That night, Mia placed the tooth under the pillow. Mia drifted off to sleep, dreaming of sparkles and fairy wings. The Tooth Fairy came in the room to give Mia a shiny coin. In the morning, Mia woke up and found a shiny coin in place of the tooth. From that day on, Mia knew losing teeth was a part of growing up and a little magical too. And Mia couldn't wait for the next one. Abby the Ant and Benny the Bee's Big Flower Adventure, created by Jahlia Vidal, 10 years old. Abby the Ant and Benny the Bee were the best of friends. Every day they played in the sunny meadow, exploring and having fun together. One bright morning, Benny had an idea. Let's find the biggest, prettiest flower in the whole meadow, he buzzed excitedly. Abby smiled and agreed, ready for an adventure. They set off with Benny flying up high to spot flowers and Abby crawling on the ground, checking every leaf and petal. They searched and searched until finally they found a huge sunflower with golden petals that reached up to the sky. Wow, it's the biggest flower ever, said Abby, amazed. Benny buzzed around happily, and it has the sweetest nectar. Abby climbed up the sunflower stem, and Benny flew around sipping the nectar and enjoying the sunshine. They played games, laughed together, and even took a little nap in the shade of the giant sunflower. As the sun started to set, Abby looked at Benny and said, "Today was so much fun!" Benny nodded, smiling. "I'm glad we did it together." From that day on, Abby the Ant and Benny the Bee knew that every adventure was more special when they were together. Bella's Valentine of Love, created by Jahlia Vidal, 11 years old. Bella loved Valentine's Day because it was a day to spread love. She decided to make it extra special by sharing kindness with everyone she met. She started by giving heart-shaped cookies to a woman sitting alone at the park. Then Bella invited a lonely boy at the playground to make Valentine's cards together. They spent the afternoon creating cards and laughing. As Bella walked through town, she handed out flowers, balloons, and hugs to everyone she could find. Her teachers, the storekeeper, and even the librarian. Each person smiled, and Bella felt her heart grow with joy. By the end of the day, Bella realized that the best part of Valentine's Day wasn't gifts, but the kindness and love shared with others. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!